Шагом. Марш. Левый. Левый. Раз, два, три. Левый. Левый. Олег, подстраивайся, не подстраивайся, нога. Левый. Левый. Раз, два, три. Левый. Левый. Раз, два, три. Левый, девчонки, умницы. Левый. Шагом.
All right, you guys see what's going on here. We got some people in Eastern Europe or maybe Russia, Ukraine, I don't know. Wherever these people are at, we got some boys and some girls, and this guy is teaching them how to march. He counts off, they start marching. The boys look like a soup sandwich, and the girls are getting it. Now, could the girls have gotten more instruction early on before the video? Sure, probably, I don't know. But whatever the case might be, this feminist douchebag she's using this to show that girls are better than boys. And over here in her caption, she says, patriarchy is taught. Female coordination is biological and natural. Same age, same task, same instructions. The girls fall into rhythm, the boys struggle to synchronize. This isn't about effort, it's about development. What science has shown for decades. Girls' brains mature earlier in areas responsible for empathy, impulse control, and cooperation. Girls outperform boys in social cognition and group coordination from early childhood. Boys depend more on external structure, hierarchy, and ranking to function collectively. Developmental, neuroscience, education, psychology, social behavior studies. All right, what else? What patriarchy doesn't want named. Male systems rely on rank to compensate for poor self-regulation. Female systems rely on attunement. Attunement is mumbo jumbo, it's bull crap, it's womanese. Girls don't need dominance to organize. They sense, adapt, and move together. They absolutely do not. But okay, whatever. This is nature, not ideology. In cooperative species, leadership emerges from regulation, not aggression. That's not true. From connection, not control. Also not true. Women evolved to hold groups together. Men evolved to compete within them. That's actually somewhat true. That's actually very true. For what that's worth. So let's be honest about leadership. Command is not leadership. It actually is. Loudness is not authority. That's true. Control is not intelligence. It's also true, but there's more nuance to it. Leadership is coherence, regulation, and foresight. And girls practice this before they can spell the word. They absolutely do not, but that's neither here nor there. Women don't just deserve to lead. Women are wired to lead. They absolutely are not. The future won't be ruled. It will be coordinated by women, and it will fall apart instantly. This isn't radical. It's science. It's absolutely not. Source, adventure. So no scientific source. Okay, so you guys see feminist mumbo jumbo, feminist propaganda. Now, here's the deal. If you guys wanted to know why boys are so messed up, this is why. I don't know who this woman is. I don't know if she has any authority over children or if she's a teacher or anything like that. But when you see stuff like this, you can understand these kinds of women, they go to college, and by the age of 22, 23, they are graduating college. They are going into the world of teaching with this mindset, and then they're turning around with no life experience, and they're indoctrinating the young girls to think you're better than the boys are garbage, and then they're telling the boys, hey boys, you're garbage, the women are better. This is why the world is so messed up. This is why America is so messed up. But the reason I'm bringing all this up is because this woman, by her own logic, by her own words, is saying how much better boys are than girls. Okay, feast your eyes on this.
Seniors, sophomores, I've been hanging around juniors, seniors, sophomores, everyone that has a car.
And your parents don't care?
What are they supposed to say? No? Like, they're never home either.
Tight
They're
shit.
either dead I've been hanging around juniors.
All right, so you got this girl who's allegedly 15. I don't know if this is true. I don't know where these people are at. They're at a restaurant. They're not at like a high school. So this could be made up. And I'm saying this for the purposes of the algorithm. But this girl, whoever made this caption says this girl is 15, and she's saying she hangs around people who are, all the juniors and the seniors and the sophomores, whoever has a car. Now, why does this girl want to hang around the people who have cars? It's because at a very early age, she developed physically, and then her mental prowess told her, hey, if you want to live life to the fullest and you want to get, I don't want to be dirty here, but if you want to get sexual attention from guys, guess what you have to do? You got to be in the cool kids club. You got to find the guys who have the cars. You got to hang out with the girls who have the cars. You have to be in that cool kids group. You got to do whatever you have to do to fit in, even if that means being a mean girl, even if that means, going against what is right. We all been to high school. We all know how girls are. So this girl is allegedly 15 and she's hanging out with all the people who have access to the parties. She's hanging out with the guys who have the cars. She's not hanging out with the boys who don't have the cars. So the woman before was saying that leadership emerges from all this womanese bullcrap. But what is this girl over here doing? She does not have her parents around because I guess her parents are always working to provide her a great life. And she decides, I'm going to go and hang out with people who are older than me so I can get access to things that are above my years. And we all know what this leads to. We all know that this leads to teenage pregnancy. We all know that this leads to girls being burned out by the time they get out of college. But I thought they're just natural born leaders, even though this girl is on a crash course to not be a natural leader. Look at these comments. It says everyone who has a car, it will be a miracle if she graduates without a kid. We all been to high school. We already know. We already know that this is what's going to happen. Right? It says the translation of what she is saying is that her parents don't care about her and she'll be the same person that ends up with a drug problem or in prison later on. Just watch. This is what I'm saying. What happened to all this female empowerment? Oh, girls learn from an early age to be attuned and leadership and we're so special. Meanwhile, if you take your eyes off of them for any period of time, they start hanging out with the guys who have the car. They start hanging out with the girls who have the car. They go to the parties and they do whatever it takes to fit in, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's sex. You want proof?
Guys, whatever. I would go to these frat parties. Guys, whatever. There was this one night though, and I was like, hey, I talked to them all individually. I'm like, hey, so I'm gonna just be waiting in this closet. I don't even care about the party. I'm gonna be waiting in this closet. It's their laundry room, and just come in whenever and fuck me. I'll just sit here and be like a human doll, basically.
So anyone, you didn't care who?
No, I didn't. I was like, I'll be in this closet. Come fuck me if you get home. I was on birth control. I let them all come at me.
Huh? She belongs to the streets.
Something is wrong with you.
I would go to these frat.
All right, so there you have it. I'm going to click off of this because that's some Adam 22 stuff. I don't know if I'll get a copyright for that, so I don't want to leave it playing too long. But I want you to think about this. The same little girls that this feminist said are so much better than all the boys. Guess what? She turns into the 15-year-old that if you take your eyes off of her, she is going to crash out. And a part of her crash out process is at 15, she's hanging with all the upperclassmen and she's doing anything she can to fit in. She's not trying to attune, or actually, I guess she is trying to attune because all the other girls who are 15, 16, 17 are whores. So guess what she's going to do? She's going to be a whore. Then she's going to go to college, like this woman over here. She's going to go to college and she's going to be waiting in a frat house closet to have a sausage party. And the only thing that's going to stop this is men laying down the law. This is why men lead, because women attune to other women's BS. And then they go off into the wild and then they attune to the BS of men who shouldn't have any leadership positions or shouldn't be, dealing with women. I'm not going to say all this red pill stuff. I'm just going to simply say, if you guys want to know why the world is messed up and we can never go back to what traditionalism is, it's because this woman here, this woman right here, when she was 22, she was probably when she was 15, she was probably hanging out with all the upperclassmen. She was probably doing all the stuff she shouldn't have done. Then she went to college and became this girl over here. And then she turned around and became a teacher, possibly. and taught all the boys that you're trash, and she taught all the girls that they're treasure. It's a revolving door of feminist mumbo jumbo womanist bull crap. We're not fixing the system. And this is one of the reasons I tell you guys, leave that red pill stuff alone. Like the system is already, the ball's already been pushed down the hill. You can't fix this. You got like what, 2 generations of men, at least 2 generations. You got the millennial men who went through this. You got the Gen Zs who definitely went through it. And you got Gen Alpha who's going through this. So you got 3 generations of men who are being raised and indoctrinated by women just like this to say, oh, you guys are less. The women should be leading. Meanwhile, the women are hanging out in college closets getting ran through. But they're somehow better than us. Make it make sense.